It's your boy. That boy can cook. Back in the place. Back in your face. You know what time it is, y'all. We gotta make something delicious. Something appetizing. Something good for the soul. You dig? Well, better than a crispy fried chicken sandwich. Yeah, that's right. Today we doing a crispy fried chicken sandwich with That Boy Can Cook, y'all. Don't forget, like, comment, subscribe. All my family, all my subscribers, I love y'all. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep going. We moving forward. We going to the top as always. You know what it do. We be right back with the ingredients rundown in a minute, y'all. All right, my family. Ingredients rundown real quick. All right. First of all, you know we can't do it without the chicken breasts. I already cleaned them. I sliced them in half. I'm only making 3 sandwiches. It's 3 people. So, yeah, this is what it is. But, yeah, all I got to do is pat it dry. You know, and patting it dry, it helps for the seasoning to stick to the chicken. And, of course, I got some romaine lettuce leaves. I got a beefy tomato. Of course, a beefy tomato. We got 2 eggs. We have a 1.5 cups of flour. We have 1 teaspoon of lawry's, 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of onion powder. There we go. And this is going to be to season the chicken, y'all. This is for the chicken. Now, also, we have a cup of cornstarch. And for our flour and cornstarch, we're going to need a tablespoon of kosher salt. We're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And we're going to use a whole teaspoon of black pepper. It's going to be for our flour, family. And I already showed y'all the tomatoes. Of course, we got the oil in the pan already. I haven't turned it on yet, so we're not ready yet. Not just yet, family. We're going to get there, but we ain't ready just yet. And, of course, I got some nice brioche buns. I like nature's own, you know. I mean, whatever you choose, whatever bun you like, is your world. Remember, it's your world, and it's how you want to do it. All right, family. So, first thing I want to do is let me cut my tomato. I already washed my tomato. So let me cut my tomato. Let's get a better visual here. And we're just going to slice it. Give it some nice, not too thick, but not too thin slices for our chicken sandwich. Yeah, dig. There we go. There it is. Like that there. Okay. And we're just going to lay these on the plate. And we're going to toss them back in the fridge. So let's do that real quick. Just toss them in the fridge and we'll be ready for that right there. Alrighty. Okay, we got that in the fridge. Now, the next step, let's wipe our board off real quick. There we go. Okay, now let's take our chicken and let's move this knife. Just get a paper towel, a napkin, and just, you know, pat it dry. Get that excess water off of there. You know, make sure you don't leave pieces of napkin stuck to your chicken, because once you start blotting it and getting the excess water off, it gets sticky. That's why it's better to dry your chicken as such. And that way, your seasonings will stick way better. So, I'm just going to do that. And I'm just stacking them on top because the plate is still a little wet from the other side of the chicken. So we're just gonna do this just like that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's get this one. We forgot to get that other side. There we go. Let's get them all. Let's get them all. All right, family. There we go. So now we have our chicken patted dry. Let's get rid of these gloves. Okay, we're gonna set this to the side. And next we're going to, let me grab my whisk. Forgive me, y'all, I keep hitting the camera. Alrighty. So we're just gonna add the cornstarch and the flour together. Get it all out of there. Alright, and remember for our flour, we're using the whole tablespoon of kosher salt, the full teaspoon of black pepper, and a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Give it a little kick, y'all. So let's just get this all in here. And just give it a good little mix, good little whisk. As such. I should have used a bigger bowl, but hey, you know. Sometimes we just gotta work with what we have. I do have a bigger bowl, so I can't say that I couldn't have used one, but this is just what I grabbed. So we're gonna make it happen anyway, because that's what we do, y'all. We make it happen. We make it happen. No ifs, and buts about it. No excuses. We just make it happen. No excuses lead to success, y'all. No excuses lead to success. Do you hear me? So we got to keep going. We got to keep going, family. Alrighty. I'm going to set that to the side. We got that ready, mixed up. So now, once again, let's give our board a wipe. There we go. Alrighty. We're going to grab our chicken. Give me some gloves for this one. Alrighty. And then what I do, I just take them all and I just mix them together because it's all going in the same place. So it's all getting on there the same way. And it's all going to combine the same way. So here we go. See? Got it mixed up. And then you know what it is. You know what to do. We're going to hit our chicken with that seasoning, y'all. Give it that flavor. And why they say that boy can cook, y'all. Got that flavor. That flavor in your ear. There we go. There we go. Let's flip that around. Okay. And since I'm going to use all of this, it's okay to touch the chicken and still put your hand in there because you're going to use it all anyway. So, don't worry about that. There's no cross-contamination on that aspect. Okay. Let's get it all seasoned up. There we go. As such. There it is. Alright, family. And then you just let's make sure all the seasoning get in there. There we go. And then sometimes if you just want to flip it over and get that extra seasoning on there, make sure they all got an even amount of seasoning. As such. As such, y'all. As such. You see? You see? Alrighty, family. So, let me clean my station. And I'm going to next, when we come back, we're going to make our dredge. We're going to turn our heat on for the oil, and we're gonna get these crispy fried chicken sandwiches to crispy fried chicken sandwiching. You did. We be right back, family. All right, family, real quick, while I'm mixing up the dredge of the egg mix, I was just thinking, I did forget. Y'all know me. Sometimes I might forget, but I'm always gonna come back in the end, before the end, in the middle, to let you know what I forgot. All right, but I did forget. I mentioned the 2 eggs earlier. That for our egg mix, we just added a 1/3 cup of buttermilk. So 1/3 cup of buttermilk with the 2 eggs, and just give it a good little whisk. Alrighty, forgive me, people. I get it together. I promise you, I get it together. All right, so here is our flour. Here's our egg mix. You know, of course, we're gonna dip the chicken in flour. We're gonna dip the chicken in the egg mix. And we're gonna throw it back in the flour. That's what's gonna give it that crispiness, crunchiness. You dig? All right, and then we're gonna throw it in the oil. You want to get your oil at about 350. I don't have a oil thermometer, so I just know when my chicken done. But for people that's new to it, get you a meat thermometer, and once you cook it, at the thickest part of your meat, place the thermometer in there, and your chicken should always read 165. Nothing less than 165. Don't want to be sick. We don't have time to be sick, family. We got too much things to do. We don't have time to be sick. So you always want to make sure your chicken is at 165. And when you're temping it with a meat thermometer, always remember, put it in the thickest part of your meat. Just real quick. All right, family. I'm rambling, but it's used for information. Okay, now I'm going to turn the heat on. I'm going to heat my oil up to about to 350. I say about to 350. And we're going to come back and we're going to drop these chickens in this oil. And then we're going to get our buns buttered and ready to be toasted. Yeah. And after that, we're going to build that sandwich, y'all. We're going to build that sandwich. And of course, we're going to taste it. We got to taste it. And also, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, even share it. Send it to your people. You know, turn me on to your people. Turn, you know, let them know. Man, that boy can cook, y'all. Check him out. Much appreciated. Much love. All right, family. I'm rambling. But hey, that's what I do sometimes. You did? We be right back. All right, family. We got our grease nice and hot, the temperature we needed at. So let's start frying these chicken sandwiches, y'all. All right, you're gonna take your first one, dump it in some flour, and hit it with the milk. Egg and buttermilk, y'all. Forgive me. Okay, and then we're gonna cover it so y'all can see. We're gonna cover it, and then we're just gonna mash it. That way to get it all its seasoning on there. There we go. We're gonna turn it over, cover it, do the same thing. We're just gonna mash it, y'all. You don't want to beat it too much. You don't want to break your chicken. So we can just, and if you really want it flaky, you can just dip it a second time. But I don't want it too crunchy. So we're just gonna go with the first time. As such. There you go. Make sure you're well coated. Put it in that grease, y'all. There we go. Now we got room for one more. So let's do the second one. Turn it over. Just make sure it gets coated. Don't have to smash it on this round. We smash it down after the egg. Okay, let's get that in there. There we go. Repeat the process, y'all. Repeat the process. There we go. Y'all hear that grease? Y'all hear that grease, y'all? That's a delectable sound. That is a delectable sound. Alrighty, family. And we're just gonna make sure we got our second piece well coated. There we go. Bam. As such. There it is. And we're just gonna lay this one in there as well. There it is. Alrighty. Let's remove this glove. Let's find some tongs. And make it happen, y'all. Make it happen, make it happen. Alrighty. We got our tongs. Let's check on the chicken. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. There we go. And we're going to cook it, like I say, at 350 until golden brown, or 7 to 9 minutes. But like I say, if you're not for sure, then get your meat thermometer. If you have a meat thermometer, great. If not, get your meat thermometer. And the thickest part of the chicken would be here. I know it's kind of thin, but that's the thickest part. And this is where the thickest part is where you want to insert once it's done now. Once it's done. This is the part you want to insert your meat thermometer to get your temp. Always at the thickest part of whatever meat you're temping. So, FYI, just always remember that, family. But so, like I say, we're just going to let these fry. Sounds good though, y'all. Yes. Smells even better. Alright, family. You get the idea. You see how it's going. Give you one last look. Look at that. It haven't got to the brownness we needed yet. The golden brown. So we're going to place it back in now. And we're going to finish cooking these chickens off. And we're going to be right back, family. Y'all know? Okay, family, as you can see, our chicken is frying. This is one that's done already. Look at that. Beautiful, y'all. Alright, let's pull the second one out. Just like that. It's just like that, y'all. Easy peasy. Alright, now let's flip this one. There we go. Okay, now while we're doing that, let's get the stuff for our buns together. So we're going to take about maybe a little bit over a tablespoon of butter. And we're just going to melt it down, liquefy it. That way we can spread it over our buns easier. So, you know, I know you guys hear the microwave. Forgive me. I'm working on sound. I'm trying to learn about sound so I can bring us the best, so we can have the best. You know? I'm working on it, child. And we gonna get there. I promise you. We gonna get there. All right. We got our butter melted. So let's put that to the side. And one of my little sauces I like to whip up. I like to make. I love the taste of it. A lot of people don't like Miracle Whip. A lot of people don't like Dijon, especially by itself. I don't like Dijon by itself. But let me show you what we're gonna do, y'all. We're gonna take about a teaspoon of Miracle Whip. Okay, and give me another spoon. We're going to add maybe say a half of a teaspoon. I just usually go by taste. I mix it up. It's a nice little spread. Nice little sauce for chicken sandwiches, burger sandwiches. I mean, you know, I dig it. You might want to give it a try. You know, do 1 tablespoon of Miracle Whip, and like a half tablespoon of Dijon mustard. Taste it for likeness. Okay. Over we go. Let me give me a little more Miracle Whip in there. It's a little too Dijon-y. All right, so we got us some more Miracle Whip. There we go. Give us a nice little spread. There we go. All right, family. Now let's check our chicken. Look at that. Beautiful, y'all. Beautiful, y'all. There we go. All right. I'll go ahead and turn my fire off. I'm going to let it finish as such, like it is. And now we're going to, let's start working on our buns. I got my specialty spread mixed together. There it is. Alrighty. All right, family. Now let's get us a brush. Oh, knocking stuff down, y'all. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, we have us a brush now. Our chicken is ready. Don't want to overcook it. And we're just going to let it drain with the rest of them. And I like to turn them sideways as such. Drain a little bit better. All righty. Let's get this bread going, y'all. Let's get this bread going. Most definitely. Well, y'all got to see in order to get it going, right? Let's get that out of the way. Alrighty. We're just going to take 2 of our brioche buns. I'll tie that up in a minute. Okay. And then, I mean, you know, it's simple. We're just going to brush it with the butter. And you know we gotta hit the top. We gotta hit the top. We gotta hit the top. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Let's get the bottom part. Alrighty. Bam. That's one down. Let's get the other one going. There we go. All right, family, and you know what? You know, I'm not going to show y'all the process. We all know how to toast our bread. If not, you can use a skillet. Put your little butter in the bottom. Well, you really don't need it, but you can if you want. Put a little extra butter at the bottom and toast them. Or you can put them under the broiler, toast them. All right, family. So we have everything done. I'm about to clean up a little bit, and we're going to build everything, and we're going to come back. We're going to do the famous taste test, baby. The famous taste test. And then we're going to present it. And I'm going to be at y'all here for today. We'll be right back, y'all. That boy can cook in a minute. All right, my family. Got another one. We got another one. It's that crispy, fried, crispy, crunchy fried chicken sandwich, y'all. Look at that. I got my little special sauce on there. As you can see earlier, showed you the lettuce tomato on there. Man, that sandwich look good, man. Ooh-wee. Watch out there now. Watch out there now. Watch out. That boy be cooking, y'all. That boy be cooking. What time is it? Yeah. Let's bite into this thing. Look at that. Who know how to make chicken sandwiches? We know how to make crunchy chicken fried sandwiches, y'all. We know how to do that. Stop spending your money at Popeyes or Chick-fil-A unless you just want to treat yourself. But that sandwich right there, that sandwich we just made, that's the truth, y'all. I promise you. That's the truth. Try that sandwich and see if you don't feel what I'm saying when I say stop spending your money on these other people chicken sandwiches, because we did one better. Yeah, I know. That boy can cook, y'all. Out the place, out your face. Till the next time, I'm gone.